Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio, to Prayer for Peace. I'm Alba Morales, live from Annapolis, Maryland, and we welcome all of you. Let us center ourselves. Let us concentrate and focus our mind, our attention in this moment. That is a moment of nurturing our soul, our spirit. It is a moment to connect with the immense love of God. Let us close our eyes and we say, Beloved Father, Mother God, we are so grateful for this opportunity of taking care of our spirit, the health of our mind. We ask you to guide us, to protect us, and to give us the permission for this gathering in which we are going to receive the many benefits of a prayer. We thank you, and so be it. So, dear friends, we have been reading the book Happy Life by the spirit author Joanna de Angelis through the mediumship of Divaldo P. Franco. And today we are reading chapter 62. And chapter 62 says as follows: Your experience is an asset acquired over time as you move through life's lessons in your process of evolution. Makes sense. The more we walk in this pathway that is called life, the more we learn and gain in experiences, right? Joanna continues saying that a road traveled is a road known. In light of such an achievement, you discover that there is a huge gap between theory and practice. One thing is what we were told, one thing is what we see or what we read, and something's different when we are going through that experience, right? Think more before you act, making calm, level-headed decisions. When you act on impulse, you are subject to making big mistakes. And it's so interesting here because Joanna is telling us about how we gain experience in life, how we learn our lessons. And sometimes we continue being somehow stubborn or somehow like some sort of child or teenager is still living in our minds, and we react by an impulse to situations, to actions, to words. And the idea is to acquire this serenity and this discernment in which we think before we act. A reaction doesn't imply thinking. Somebody is insulting me, I feel it here in my gut, and I just react the same way and some other ways. And then the thing is going to get worse and worse. The situation is going to aggravate. But when we, as Andre Luis put it in the book, No Solar, Our Home, and he called it this like the water of prayer, is when we imagine we drink, a little bit of water and we keep it in our mouth. So when we are in a situation like that, imagine we're drinking that, we keep that water for 30 seconds or more in our mouth. So that time will give us the opportunity to think, to open up in our brain, in our mind, those channels to say, I shouldn't respond the same way. Oh, this person is coming this way because he's suffering. I shouldn't react to this person or say to this person this and that. And that's when we can make those decisions, calm, level-headed decisions. Obviously, we are in this reincarnation, and we have had so many reincarnations learning this. That's what we want to become masters of. That is our PhD. To be so over the situations like Jesus, when he was receiving insults, and when he was slandered, when he was in front of these mocking soldiers, he didn't react. He didn't say, hey, why you are treating me this way? You better know that this is not correct, things of the sort. No, he kept it calm because he understood that these Roman soldiers, that these people of Jerusalem and the town, they didn't know better. So what is the point? It's like getting mad with a 2-year-old because ate our dessert. Is there a point? Is a point to reason with the 2-year-old? No. So that's what we are trying to master here. That's why Joanna is bringing us this message. She says that we're going to repeat, when you act on impulse, reaction, you are subject to making big mistakes. And she finalized by saying, certain events happen at their appropriate time. Let us be patient. Even so, a wise person sets the time for lofty achievements. And what are those lofty achievements, my friend? Achievements of the spirit. The luggage that we are going to take to the spirit realm. As you know, we won't take anything that is in the dense matter. No our clothes, no our favorite pet, nothing of the sort. We're going to take what we learned. We're going to take all the good that we did. And we're going to take all the good that we didn't do. And we're going to take also our very own mistakes or offenses, let us put it that way, to other people. So by keeping this high goal in mind in our everyday, and we use sticky notes and we put it next to our computer, the screen, or in the mirror in the bathroom, just reminding us a little quote, think more before you act. And we just put a sticky note in that mirror or in the refrigerator. It's going to help us to reset all ways that we're using to think and to perceive and to analyze the world, because we need to reset our minds and to be open to new knowledge and to be open to recognize that we made mistakes and that we can learn from that. So, dear friends, let us be grateful for this message that Joanna de Angelis is bringing us today, helping us to think before we act or before we react. We invite you to our prayer. So let us take a deep breath. And all together in one mind, in one heart, we elevate our thought to you, dear Creator. We elevate this prayer of gratitude, recognizing that every day We receive so many blessings that we are not able to count them. And we are grateful for this very moment in which we can be closer to you. We pray today that we learn to act and to behave as a mature spirits, and that we accept our faults, our errors, our mistakes, and help us to learn from them. Help us to little by little master our very own selves, so nothing is going to hurt us, or we're not going to take everything as something personal, but we're going to discern and to analyze and to have empathy with others, understanding that maybe they are coming from a position of pain and suffering, that they are irritable because they have a deep wound in their souls, that they are angry because they are suffering of solitude, that they are cold and rough because they didn't receive a caressing, a hug when they were children. So help us to be pacifiers. Help us to be agents of peace by behaving ourselves with peace and serenity in all moments. And we pray for our beloved planet Earth at these moments of transition, at these moments of change, and these moments that are historical for our planet Earth, but are hard, are painful, are sorrowful. We pray for peace in our planet, peace in all the places where wars are taking place, peace in all the homes where the family members quarrel day in and day out. Bring them peace, understanding, bring them to a place of communication and respect. We pray for peace in institutions like schools, college, universities, in which everybody is tolerated, understood, celebrating this diversity, working with inclusion. We pray for peace in our very own minds, and we pray for peace in the minds of those who are suffering of mental illnesses, that are contemplating to cut their physical life, thinking wrongly that this is the answer to all their pain. We pray for them at this very moment, in this hour, in this minute, that your benevolent and diligent spirits reach out to them, encouraging them to live one more day, to see all the beauty that they have inside, to love themselves and not to hear or to listen to others' words to put them down. And we pray for those that we call bullies nowadays, because inside there is a hole and there is a pain that we don't know. So we pray for them. Send to them your angels of peace and comfort. Send to us, beloved Father, Mother, God, all the good and benevolent spirits that are working for peace around the planet, through the minds and hands of devoting servants, working in non-profit organizations that serve others, through the hands of so many mothers and fathers and caregivers that are taking care of the little ones, all the elders, all the ill. Protect them and inspire them as they are ambassadors of peace in this planet. And for this weekend, we pray we have peace in our hearts, and we recognize that we have the responsibility to create peace around us. Thank you, beloved Father, Mother God, and so be it. Dear friends, we hope everybody is feeling well. We wish you so much peace, and let us think before we act. See you next Friday.